Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, physical therapist, life coach, and health coach. We're going to look right over there on that end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. And I'm here with Harola. We're sitting on her porch, and this view, I think I'm going to turn it around and just let you see that beautiful, we call it a pond, but it's a lake. For most people. And Harola, I've known Harola my whole life. I knew her in high school. We did dance stuff together, and but I hadn't really connected with her until recently. We joined a Bible study group together. She joined a group that I had been in for a while, and we started walking. And a couple of times she mentioned that something about my program. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let her, give her time, let her see what she thinks. And we went on a trip together. We celebrated my son's Matthew's 40th birthday party, and it was fun. We had a good time, but we talked a lot about, like women do, we talked a lot about losing weight and this, that, and the other. And Renee and Michelle had both been in the program before. And so she joined and started on February the 2nd, and I've been so proud of her. I mean, she's done it. She has done it and lost 15 pounds or 12, 13 pounds. And so I'm just going to let her tell it. So tell what's working and how you feeling about it and all that.
I really like the program. Like Nancy said, I had mentioned it to her a few times, like, Nancy, I need to start your program. I need to talk to you about your program. And then on the trip, they kept talking about it, and I did. I called Nancy, I said, let's do this. And so I've signed up for it, and I've been learning to change my eating habits. I would say for probably the last 50 years, I've been a snacker. I like this. I liked to snack. I like chips, carbs. I was just overloaded on carbs, and I had tried other programs. I had tried like Weight Watchers. I had tried counting calories. The apps on your phone, like what is it, Fitness Pal, my Fitness Pal, and stuff like that. And I would lose a little bit, but I didn't lose like a substantial amount of weight. And I think a lot of it was because I was still eating the things that I liked to eat. The rice, maybe I would find in the chips, maybe I would find like a air pop chip or, something else, to satisfy that craving.
Right, yeah.
And now with this, Nancy has, is teaching me a new way of eating. And so I've always enjoyed the meats and the things like that. So I'm just now learning to eat my meals. I'm not eating breakfast normally. Sometimes I will on the weekends, but I'll have my coffee with my fats in it, and then I'll have my lunch. And my lunch is going to be meat, salad, or a vegetable. And I'm drinking lots of water. Let's see.
Do you feel hungry?
I don't feel hungry. And then if I do feel still a little snacky in the afternoon. Yeah. Maybe about 4 o'clock, about 3 or 4 o'clock is when something hits me. And then I go for the Greek yogurt. I've learned to do the Greek yogurt instead, or maybe a piece of cheese instead of, or a handful of the pecans. Nancy's recipe. And so
never burn your pecans again.
No, those are great.
Yeah.
And so so it's just and celery sticks. I'll have like the celery sticks instead of chips and things like that. Yeah. So it's just it's a lifestyle change for me. Just a total different lifestyle change for me. And I feel so much better since I've cut out all the carbs. I would say before I may have been like a touch of the hypoglycemic. I could feel sometimes whenever I had too many carbs in the morning, I would get that shaky feeling, and then I'd have to go eat something. And with this plan, I'm not, my blood sugar is like stable. I'm not having those peaks and valleys and stuff, the changes with my blood sugar. So that makes me feel really good.
she's checking her blood sugar instead of stepping on the scale so much. And I
am.
think that's important. She took my advice at the very beginning and bought her a Keto Mojo. They're $49. So now, instead of getting on the scales and, oh, how much am I losing, she's looking at her ketones and she's looking at her blood sugar, because that's really what's important. And this week, you know, I'm doing a launch this week. And this week I'm going to be teaching you about insulin resistance. And what she's doing by keeping her blood sugar low is she is reversing her insulin resistance now. She didn't know she had that because she didn't know what it was. And most of you don't know what it is probably, although I've educated a lot of you. But it's where you're keeping insulin in your blood instead of, because you're eating so many carbs. Because every time you eat, really anything, your body releases insulin. That's what snacking does. But Harola's learning, and I think, you know, it's what we don't know that hurts us. You know, and you didn't know, but now you know. And so really for the rest of your life, you're going to know how to be healthy. And one thing she didn't say that I know she knows, but we just didn't talk about it, is the toxins that she's getting out of her body. Like all of those chips, all of those things that are made with, yes, that toxic oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, soy oil, all of those seed oils are extremely toxic. You know, the research shows that they stay in your body for a long time and they cause inflammation. So what about your pain? I don't think you had a lot of pain.
You know, I didn't have a lot of pain, but my mother has arthritis. I mean, she's had arthritis since her 30s. So, I mean, just, you know, if I'm genetically prone to that, I want to get healthy for myself, just so that I don't have that inflammation and that pain. I would say maybe my knees would, or my feet might, you know, bother me a little bit whenever I would get up, because, you know, I'm at a desk in a chair a lot of the time. And now I feel like, you know, I can just jump up and go. It's like I don't have that
that
anymore.
achiness. And people think, oh, it may be from losing weight, but it's actually it's from getting those toxins out. Because here's what I'm going to tell you: if you ate a bunch of French fries or a bag right now, the next morning you would tell it. And the reason I know that is because that's how I am. If I eat like a piece of cake, I can eat a piece of cake, but if I load up too much on those toxins, which I don't do that rarely ever, but if I do, I'm like, NWI, not worth it. Not gonna do that again, because I'm thinking, if it's that impactful that I wake up the next morning and my feet hurt walking to the bathroom, something ain't good about that. So I'm just not gonna do that. So do you see yourself, so you don't feel deprived, do you see yourself doing this long term?
I do see myself doing this long term. And, you know, also, you know, we're also learning about, Nancy coaches us and educates us, as well as like the importance of protein for every age person, not just someone that's trying to lose weight. And I know, like for me, some of my family members, my mother is she's tiny, and you know, I'm trying to get her to incorporate more protein and stuff in her diet also, so that, you know, she'll be healthy as well. But this is something, yes, that that I think I'll be able to do this the rest of my life. Like I said, it's a lifestyle change for me.
It's
and the rewards that I'm reaping out of this.
Just in 4 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. So not even 4 weeks.
No.
Today was 4 weeks. Right?
I feel like my skin is clearer. I feel
beautiful.
like my I don't like have those caffeine headaches anymore. My bladder is so much better. You know, like,
you sleeping better?
I am sleeping so much better at night. Yes.
That's good. Well, that'll save your life. I don't know if y'all get my email, but I just sent an email out about your dog is killing you. You got to read that email. Did you get it?
I haven't read that one.
Well, basically, it was really just a attention getter. But the truth is, if you're getting up through the night to let your dog out, that dog is killing you, because you need a straight 8 hours sleep if you can get it. And you can't do that if you've got all these toxins and inflammation in your body. So I'm so proud of Harola. So let's see, what else do we need to tell this group? Because I know there's some people out there that are on the fence that are thinking, is it worth it? So you plopped your money down, Harola. Do you think it's worth it?
It is definitely worth it. And after my 90 days, my plans are to, you know, turn around and rejoin for another 3 to 6 months, you know, to continue my my journey, and just to continue the weight loss, to continue the education, because it's like every time I listen to something, or every time somebody shares on Marco Polo, every time I get something from Nancy, or from Matthew, it's just, I'm learning something all the time, and I just want to continue. And I want to do this for myself. I want to get healthy for myself.
Yeah.
So,
and I know your kids and your mom, they're proud of you.
yeah, they are.
Gotta be. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
But
Because,
I think I first have to start with wanting to do it for me.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You can't
So,
you can't do a lifestyle change like that just for somebody else.
Right.
And that's what we talk about at the very beginning is, what is your why? Why are you doing this? And there's so many reasons why she's doing it. To feel better, to look better in her clothes, to sleep better. I mean, all of these reasons. And so I'm proud of her. So here we go. This is your chance this week to join this challenge. It starts on March the 11th, which is a week from today? Yeah, it is. And so all I need you to do in the comments below is just write below, I'm ready, and I'll get in touch with you, and we'll get on the phone and talk. I'll send you a couple of videos to kind of explain how it works, and then we'll get on the phone, because I don't let everybody into the challenge. With Harola, I wanted to make sure that she was willing to get the food that she needed to clean out her pantry, and because you got to do some things to set yourself up to succeed, and so she was willing to do that, and she's done great, and I believe you will too, but we need to talk about it. So let me hear from you, and y'all have a great day.